right, this is review number 6. All right, so what are the following formulas? So how do we find slope from a graph? We do that by doing rise over run. What is the slope intercept form equation? Y equals mx plus b. In the slope intercept form, what letter is the slope? M. M is our slope. It's the coefficient to that x. In slope intercept form, what letter do we use for the y-intercept? B. We're also going to make a note that this B is where we begin. And our M is how it moves. Maybe that'll help us remember. We have the M, we have the B. All right, graph the system of equations, and what is the solution? So let's look at number 1. We have a slope of -3, which means we're going to rise a -3, and we're going to run 1. Our y-intercept is 2. So I'm going to go ahead and graph that. So I'm going to start at my 2. And I'm going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3, over 1. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to keep that pattern till I'll run out of room. Then I'm going to do the reverse. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 3 over 1. Now, if you messed up and you need to redo that, then go ahead and erase. And you can let the sub know to pause the video, that you need it paused so you can fix it. There we go. Let's look at our second equation. Second equation has a slope of 2. So our movement is to rise 2 and run 1. Now remember, if they have the same slope, that's one of our special circumstances. They're either going to be parallel or they'll be the same. So just be sure you're paying attention. So this we know they will intersect somewhere. Y-intercept is 3, -3, sorry. Remember to bring our sign with it. So I'm going to start at my -3. I'm going to go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and I'm just going to keep going with this pattern till I run out. Then I'm going to do the reverse. Remember, I require you to put as many dots as you can. It makes your line a lot more accurate. Graphs should fill up the whole graph anyways. And we should be using rulers. Now I'm using an index card because it kind of has the same effect. I know it says 2 things of the solution system equations. What is the solution? It's asking the same thing. I just accidentally put it on there twice. So it's 1, -1. Remember, we've got multiple ways to check that. We could plug this x and y into both of these equations and get true. Or I can go to my graph, and when I go to graph, I'm going to hit menu, analyze graph, and intersection. Be sure, nobody can help you with that on the test, so you have to know that. All right. If you have any questions, raise your hand now, pause, and either someone in the class or the sub should be able to help answer the question. So raise your hand, the sub can pause it and answer any questions. Right, let's look at our next one. So we have equation 1 has a slope of -2. Means it's going to rise a -2, run 1. My y-intercept is 2. So I'm going to start at my 2. I'm going to go down 2 over 1. And I'm just going to keep doing that. Then I'm doing the reverse. And I'm going to connect those points. Again, if you need to pause to fix this or anything like that, just raise your hand and let the sub know so that they know. There's no excuse for my lab kids not making 100 or getting all of their bonus points on this review sheet. Let's look at the next one. We have a slope again of -2, so I should already be thinking this one's going to be a unique situation. It's either going to be parallel or it's going to be the same line. Now, in order to be the same line, it has to have the same y-intercept also. Everything has to be the same. This one has a different y-intercept. So I do know that it is going to be a little bit different. So it's probably going to be parallel. It's a good guess. Let's start at our -2. Go down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. And I'm just going to keep doing that till I fill it up. Then I'm going to do the reverse. Now I'm going pretty quickly through these because they're already supposed to be done. You're supposed to be just checking them and fixing them if you need them to be fixed. Again, if you need to fix that graph, raise your hand, let the sub know so that they can pause the video for you. All right, so do I have an intersection? No. No intersection, no solution. All right. For this last problem, it should have been changed to 1/2 and 1/4. 1/2 and 1/4. Hopefully the sub the day before told you that. All right, so our slope is going to be -1/2, which is a rise of -1 and a run of 2. And I'm going to start it at -1. So I'm going to start at my -1, rise -1, run 2, and I'm just going to keep going with that pattern. And then I'm going to do the reverse. And I'm going to connect the dots. Again, sorry it's a little splotchy. Use a pen, it shows it better on the videos. But if you need to redo this one, raise your hand so the video can be paused. Our next one was 1/4. So we're going to have a rise of 1, a run of 4. With a y-intercept of -4. Remember to bring that subtraction with you. It turns it into a negative. All right, so we're going to start at -4. We're going to go up 1 over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I knew that this wasn't going to be a special circumstance because we had different slopes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to do the reverse. Down. 1, 2, 3. Remember, in order to be one of those two special circumstances, I have to have the same slope. Uh-oh. Yep. Okay, sorry. I was looking at the wrong spot. All right. Our solutions where they intersect. So we have 4. So we're going to do 4, comma. My y value is a -3. When we graph two lines and they are parallel, our solution is no solution. When we graph two lines and they are the same line, what is our solution? Infinite solutions. Sorry, you can't even see those. All right, if you are struggling with any of these, please, please, please ask somebody. I want you doing well on this test. If you have any questions, be sure you're asking. Good luck on your test. For those that haven't taken it yet, be sure you turn in this review sheet so you can get the bonus points. All right.